name's Tyler, aka Thrifts and Tangles. Me and my fiance just got to Salvation Army. I am trying to find some decor for Christmas, and I'm hoping they have like cute little ornaments and stuff. I've never really put up a Christmas tree before in my apartment. I've had like a little Charlie Brown Christmas tree, but I got a legit Christmas tree. Well, I don't know if it's a legit. It's a 4-foot Christmas tree that is a hand-me-down from my aunt. So we're going to be a little more festive than I have been in the past. I usually do like a very minimal Christmas. I'll put a video here of like some decor I've used before, but we're going to try to be a little more legit. So let's see what they have. Keep our fingers crossed. I'm hoping they have at least some ornaments and maybe some garland. So I found nothing at the thrift store, but I figured the decor I have right now for Christmas, it might just work. Like it's going to have to, because I don't think I'm going to any more thrift stores before the end of the year. Okay, so here's the stuff I pulled out of the garage. I have this tree that my aunt gave me. It's a hand-me-down. In here, it's a snow globe that my mom gave me. It's actually super cute. I'll show you later. And then there's this tree topper that my mom gave me. And in here, we have the Charlie Brown Christmas tree, which I don't know if I'll be using this year since I have the actual Christmas tree. I have some Christmas lights that my aunt gave me. And then we love Disney, so my mom got me this like little, I don't even know what you would call this, pop-up Mickey. So here, let me actually show you what this looks like. Oh my gosh. Okay, so there, that little thing pops out. And I have a couple ornaments. I have like this little holidays banner that's actually super cute. Should I wear this because it's festive? Maybe we'll put on a little snowflake hat while we do this. Maybe not. Maybe not. That kind of looks ridiculous. So anyways, let's put up the Christmas tree and decorate the apartment a little bit. Not only I have these little Snoopy, like Charlie Brown ornaments that my mom got for my Charlie Brown Christmas tree, but I think we'll put them on this tree this year. So this ornament my friend Brittany gave me, and it's so cute. It has like little girls on it with curly hair. And then let me take out the snow globe because we'll figure out a place to put this. But this one's super cute. It has like, this one's super wrapped. So cute. Okay, so this one is so cute. I think this should go like front and center. I need to cut off the tag. But also when it's cold and dreary, oh Christmas tree, oh Christmas tree, such pleasure do you bring. Okay, so I think that looks good. Here's the tree. I stuffed like some cotton bells in there, cotton balls, I don't even know what to call them. It's like a cotton garland. And then the little cranberry garland. We have ornament 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the tree topper. And yeah, probably could use a little more ornaments. Maybe like one more right there would be perfect, but this is fine. This will do. Okay, so let's put up the rest of the decor. I actually have a podcast recording. I have a podcast called The Orange Collab. It's basically a podcast to help women of color entrepreneurs who are creative. It's to help them feel seen, heard, and supported. So I'm recording the podcast with JJ and Brittany. I don't know if I have time to finish decorating before the podcast starts. So let me actually get set up for that, and then we'll finish decorating together. Okay, I just sat down at my laptop. We are getting everything pulled up. I have my Blue Yeti mic that I used to record. So our episode today is about terms and conditions that entrepreneurs should know. So this should be a good conversation. So let me log in and see if the URLs are on. Even if you're doing for influencers specifically, if you're doing a gifted campaign, still have a contract, because you can still list out this is all I'm doing for the brand, and just being specific is so important, and telling people how you can use your image, all these things matter. So I'm really curious, JJ, what are your experiences? Okay, the podcast recording went really well. We talked about terms, conditions, and contracts and our horror stories with not having like good terms and conditions and contracts in place. So anyways, let's get back to decorating. We got some donuts. Oh, it's like half-eaten donut. I love chocolate twist. And then I tried a new donut today. It's like a crumble donut that is actually pretty good. So donuts in decor. These are my favorite little decor items that I have. My mom thrifted these for me a while ago. But they are these little bowls that say reindeer treats. So I always put this. Right now I have like a candle that's almost empty. This is by Coconut Bowls. This is such a cool candle because it's literally like a coconut, and it smells like coconut. So that's almost empty, as you can see. It pretty much is, but it had a wooden wick and it's really nice. So anyways, I'm going to swap that out with the reindeer treats. Then I'm going to swap these flowers out on my desk for these red flowers that my mom sent. So it's like a little more Christmassy.
It's cold outside, but the fire keeps us warm. We can spend the night beneath the mistletoe. It's cold outside.
So now that I have my Christmas setup, I was like, let's talk about how to politely decline gifts for the holidays. So a lot of people are living a more sustainable and minimalistic lifestyle now, and I feel like loved ones may not respect the lifestyle, or their like love language might be gift giving, or all of these things that maybe you don't like to have a lot of stuff, or you're very like particular about the stuff you have. So how to navigate turning down gifts for the holiday season. One of the first things I would suggest is if someone really wants to give you a gift and you're getting stuff that you don't necessarily want, one way to avoid the situation at all, or to prevent this, is to be very vocal about the reasons why you don't want any gifts. Say, hey, I totally appreciate you for thinking about me, but I actually don't need anything. I have enough stuff. And a lot of people say this. They're like, oh, I have like way too much stuff, or I don't need anything. But people assume that means no, you actually are just saying that and you want something. But if you really communicate, I don't need anything. If you already gifted me something, maybe request that they donate someplace on your behalf. Request that they gift you an experience. Like if you actually like to go out and do things, ask for something that you and the person can do together, or send them a wish list, because I feel like we all have a running list of things that may be a little more practical in our day-to-day life and not as exciting. Like I need a garage opener. That's not an exciting gift, but that's something that would be nice not to have to buy myself. So if you communicate the reasons why you either don't need a gift, like you're saying, like for example, I live in a small apartment. I say, hey, I have a small apartment. I really don't have a lot of space to put things. How about, you gift me a trip to a botanical garden, or just explain that. And sometimes people will gift you items even though you ask them not to, and they'll send you stuff even though you ask them not to. And that's okay too. I am not a person who is sentimental. I think if someone gifted you the item, you thank them for it, but you don't have to keep it. And that's something that I feel like a lot of people keep things out of guilt, or like, oh, this person spent money on me, I have to keep this. So I think it's totally okay to re-gift items. Let me know in the comments below if you think it's okay. I know some people have mixed feelings on this, but I personally am not going to keep an item in my space that just is something that I don't need or will not use. So, and I think communicating that to your friends and family too, you could say it in a way that's not super rude, but just be like, I have so much stuff, like I don't need any more stuff. If anything, I need to donate items. And then if they find out after the fact, like that they gifted you something, you donated it or got rid of it, they might be thinking twice in the future about, okay, this person, I'm wasting my money buying a gift for this person. So I think it's good to let the people know. Like, I think it's weird that people are really secretive about like, oh, it's in the garage, the item you got me. If you say like, hey, I actually got rid of the item you got me, but I appreciate you for getting it for me. Like down the line, like maybe a year or two later, the gift giver might be a little more mindful about what they gift you. At least in my mind, that's the thought. But I think being upfront, communicating the importance of why you do not need anything, communicating the items that you would appreciate. Like for me, I personally love candles. I feel like I can never have too many candles. So I communicate that to people who, you know, are like, what should I gift you? I'm like, oh, gift me a candle or gift me something that I actually need, like I said earlier. But everyone is different when it comes to gift giving. I think it's great to ask for consumable items, like stuff you use every day, foods you eat every day. Consumables, I recently learned, is also like lip balms and stuff, like stuff you actually use, which makes sense. But I always thought of consumables as something you like eat. So asking for things like that. Yeah, I feel like gifts can be really tricky to navigate, but if you are upfront and straightforward with people who care about you, like I feel like they can't be mad at you really saying, I don't need anything or need any items. Another good gift besides consumables, I think, are, like I said earlier, experiences, trips to like museums. Oh, a good gift too that you can ask for is you can ask for software. Like if you are somewhere, or not even software, but subscriptions, like if you're paying for Hulu every month, that's something that maybe you can ask, you know, as a gift. Like, oh, you can pay for my monthly subscription of Hulu. Like there's so many things that people can give that aren't necessarily tangible items and items that take up space. So yeah, I think that's good to keep in mind for the holiday season. But of course, the holiday season shouldn't even be about gift giving and all of this stuff. It's about spending time with your loved ones. And I always say, I read somewhere in Europe, like they gift like fruit and nuts for the holidays. And I'm like, that's, for me, that's just a better gift like than some of this nonsense they have in the stores. Because some of the stuff I'm like, this is either way too trendy and not meant to last, or this item is just like very cheaply made, or I don't know. They have some weird things out there and they're always coming out with a new and improved, you know, phones and gadgets and all of this stuff, and they just want us to shop and keep shopping. And I think once you get out of that mindset and you tell others why you've gotten out of this mindset, I think they'll respect it. And if your friends and families do not get it at all, I did a whole video about how to convince loved ones to live a more sustainable lifestyle. I'll put it up here. But things like, you know, watching your favorite sustainable documentary with your loved ones. Like some people don't understand the problem with waste we have in the world, and it's not something that's often talked about. So I think bringing this information to their attention can maybe help them understand where you're coming from. The last thing I want to say about like gifting is something I saw that was really, really good. It was on Michelle B's channel, and she said I'll put her link in the description box on where she mentioned it, but she said that you can send out a survey to your friends and family and ask them their favorite food, flower, donut, drink, like consumable items basically. And so that way, or flowers aren't consumable, but ask the person their favorite things, so that way when you are giving a gift, it's thoughtful and you know it's something they'll like. Because there's nothing worse than gifting something to someone and just being like, will they even like this, or not being sure. Or the one thing that I think some people do is they get really happy with gift giving and they start giving the most random things that the person, you could tell they just bought a ton of the items and it didn't even think of the person they're gifting it to. They kind of probably got the item on a good sale and started giving the person these gifts. Like I have a friend who hates candles, and that would be like me getting a good sale on candles and just giving everyone in my life a candle. And it's like, this is just a reminder, be thoughtful about the gifts that you give. Stuff is, you know, great, but it's better if it's something someone actually likes and uses. But anyways, that's my whole rant. I hope you enjoyed my thrifting fail. I hope you enjoyed decorating with me, and I hope you enjoyed my tips for saying no to gift giving, or saying no, declining gifts for the holidays. I don't know what we're calling this video. But anyways, I thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye!